What do you think about Kawhi Leonard in Toronto, what we saw last night, what we've seen from the Warriors minus Kevin Durant? Do you think either one of these guys has the notion that they're going to be staying put come July 1st?
I do. I mean, if you're Kawhi Leonard, I don't know how the city, the organization, the success has not made an impression on you. People are treating this like it's some foregone conclusion. The city of Toronto, I think, very much fits his personality. I mean, and I think right now what we're seeing from him, we always knew Kawhi was a great defender, a high effort player, but I think we've been exposed to just how much heart he has. And that's, again, not to say that he didn't show any in San Antonio, but because this truly is 100% his team. Yep. We're seeing emotion from him and things from him I don't think that we've seen before. And I don't know. I think it goes, a lot of people always said when he was coming in that, like, there's no way that he would stay. But again, like, I think they've shown him a lot. Like, unless he just wants to be in LA or wants to be in another city or, wants to play for a specific organization, I think the lull is there. Kevin Durant, I would be stunned if he's in the Golden State uniform next year.
No kidding.
I would be stunned. It just feels, just in his energy and comments he said, and I know he hasn't said a whole lot, and even in some of the little mini arguments and mini dramas that have played out with that team all season, it just feels like he's ready to move on.
All right, let me get into this with you a little bit here, because I've said the exact opposite. And I'm not the type, and as you know, to sit in a chair like this, and I'm going to take the exact opposite position.
You're not being contrarian. I know.
Right, so I can get a click or people saying, "Did you hear what that guy said?" So it comes down to July 1st. You're sitting in a room, you're Kevin Durant, and you see the Knicks, and I love Fizdale. I think that's their ace in the hole, as far as I'm concerned. Certainly with what the owner and how I feel about the owner and the rest of the management team there. Their pitch to him is, come to New York, you can own New York. We're going to see if we can get Kyrie. We're going to draft R.J. Barrett. We got a lot of young guys. You walk into the door in Los Angeles at the Clippers, and you see Steve Ballmer, and he's nuts, but he's all in. Doc Rivers is one of the best in the business. He's a Coach of the Year finalist right now. And then there's the guy who's on the logo, who is the one who told him, go to Golden State. And Jerry West can say, see how I kind of get you, KD? And then he goes to Golden State. And then there's Steve Kerr, there's Curry, right? There's the Hamptons five back together again saying, let's run it back.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in this beautiful, not in the Hamptons this time, but in this beautiful jewel that Wilbon said he visited a couple weeks ago.
The new arena, yeah.
Saying it's the most amazing thing on planet Earth.
You're like, it's an easy decision,
well,
right?
That's what I'm saying. When it all comes down to it, and rubber meets July 1st road, that's why I don't get the whole, like, he's got to find his own thing.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with not just that desire to kind of create something on his own. It seems like him and LeBron are destined to have mirror ways their career has gone. How things played out for him in Oklahoma City was how things played out for LeBron the first time he was in Cleveland. Then he went to Miami to figure out how to win. KD is in Golden State figuring out how to win, what it means to be a championship, to get that monkey, that albatross off of him that he hadn't won.
Okay.
Now he's got multiple championships. Next step is proving to people with all that he's learned in these last couple stops that he can do it on a team that's built around him, his personality. He doesn't have to share anything. I think the negativity that he experienced in when he went to Golden State, I still think that's a factor. It bothers him. And because it bothers him so much that he started a burner account and went through all those things, that lets me know that he is ready to move on, because he'll never really get the credit that he deserves. Now, he shouldn't care about what people say on social media, but that's easier said than done when you're getting waves of it all the time, where people are doubting whether or not you can do this on your own and considering you a front runner because you went and joined another team that had already won 72 games and all that other nonsense. To me, he made the right decision. I would love to see him stay because I like greatness and I want to see how many titles can this core group of players win. But at the same time, I think KD is also thinking about, am I better off being away from this organization and cementing myself further as a historic player.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.